When Jesus visited the land of the Gerasenes in the Bible, he met a demoniac, someone who was possessed by demons, this text says. And when he approached him, he was living out among the tombs where the dead bodies, and he was self-stoning. He was throwing rocks onto his body, hurting himself, flailing himself. The community had him so ostracized, they didn't have to lift a stone to put him in his place. He was doing it for them. And Jesus meets this man among the tombs and the outside of this little community. And the man tells him that his name is Legion. And that word Legion is very interesting. Legion has a few layers to it. You have the Roman Legion, which was the ruling, conquering party of the land of that time. The most powerful exercise of empire in the world. Legion also, the root of that word, means to bind together, to be bound together. So Jesus cures the man of the demons. The demons are cast into a herd of pigs, and then they fly off like a mad crowd, possessed with groupthink, into the sea, off the cliff, and drown. And so this is the first time in history we see a story in which instead of a demon being cast out, the crowd is being cast out of the person. Instead of a collective casting out an individual is having the collective cast out of him. This is the personhood revolution that Jesus inaugurated in history. And the flag's interesting, because flags are symbols of what binds us together as a nation here today. And everybody has their own emotions that they wrap into with the flag. It reminds them of their family, of nostalgia, and most importantly, if you ask people what makes the flag sacred, it's that it represents the sacrifice of the blood of soldiers who fight for the preservation of the country. That's what used to bind us together, but now we see with political intrigue and controversy that people are not united around the flag anymore. So something's not working with its effect to bind us together. So I want you to think about, what is it that makes us disunited? We're not united anymore, we're divided. We can't seem to agree on what's sacred anymore. And the reason that is because Jesus came into history and he upended our way of community, which was to ritually exclude an enemy other, and then to find unity over the ritual sacrifice or purging of that person. Jesus exposed it by letting himself become a victim of that same purging ritual that humans have always done since the dawn of history. And when they do it to him, he doesn't fight back with violence, and he doesn't admit guilt. And so because he doesn't admit, yeah, I'm the bad guy, the effect of the scapegoating doesn't work. And so since Jesus' story has infected the West, particularly for 2,000 years, the aesthetic and the ethic of the highest good being outside the camp of our cliques, outside the camp of our unity, of our sacred bonds of nation or clique or group or ideology, those bonds are breaking down slowly through history as we work out our salvation with fear and trembling as a species. So get ready, folks. It's going to be a wild ride.
This eagle's place is in the sky. She's still got a lot of flying to do. And you can see it in her eye, though she's cried a bit for what we've put her through. She soared above the lifted lamp that guards sweet freedom's door, in the dews, the damps, the watchfires of a nation torn by war. Oh, she's far too young to die. You can see it in her eye. She's not yet begun to fly. It's time to let the mighty eagle soar once more. Let the eagle soar like she's never soared before. from rocky coast to golden shore. Let the mighty eagle soar, soar with healing in her wings, as the land beneath her sings. Only God, no other kings. Let the mighty